Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alyssa Boston, Miss Universe Canada 2019. I am joining the hashtag Universe United movement along with my fellow Miss Universe sisters, and we're talking about our experiences being in quarantine. I think during this hard time in the world, it's really important for all of us to come together, and we want to hear about your experience. I'm going to leave instructions below on how to do so. I'm going to do a little Q&A here, and I hope you guys enjoy. What is the biggest piece of advice for pageant girls that you have? The biggest advice I would say when you're competing in a pageant is you want to be the most prepared that you can be. When I competed for Miss Universe Canada, I wanted to prepare myself like I was already competing at Miss Universe. So in every aspect of the competition, I wanted to be the best I possibly could. Whether that be swimsuit, walk, interview, final question, even national costume. I wanted everything to be at the Miss Universe level so the judges knew that I was the one who was ready to compete. So I think that's something that's really important, is to be prepared. Can plus size girls become Miss Universe Canada? Yes, of course. I mean, in 2020, so much has changed. We've evolved so much as a whole nation. Even pageants have evolved a lot. It doesn't really matter what size, what height you are. It all depends on you being the healthiest you can possibly be. And every body type is different, and that's something that people struggle with. And you never want to look at the winner previous to you or even a couple years before, because everyone's body is different. So as long as you show up being the healthiest you, that's all that matters. Why did you choose to use cannabis as your platform? Yeah, I get this question a lot. With the new legalization of cannabis in Canada, it really sparked my interest. I have a business background, so it was really interesting to me how something can become, or something is illegal and becomes legal, and how the whole business aspect of it would work. So that's something that really intrigued me. Bringing it to Miss Universe was definitely a risk that I took. It could have just been my national costume where I wore something that represented what is happening in Canada, but I wanted it to be more than just a costume and be my platform as well. The more I learned about cannabis, the more benefits I saw, and I really wanted to help end the stigma for my country. It's pretty cool for us as a country to be going through this new experience in front of the whole world, and they're kind of watching us with the ups and downs, and we're trying to figure it out as a nation. So it's great to be a part of that. What are you doing to stay busy during quarantine? Yeah, I think I'm on day 13 right now. Trying to stay busy, trying to stay motivated. I've been making a lot of YouTube videos, trying to get on track with that. There's no excuses to procrastinate now. But besides that, I've been playing the piano. I used to play as a kid, so I haven't played in a while. So I'm trying to get back into that. I've been playing some old Justin Bieber songs, some Miley Cyrus, so hopefully I will be ready to make a video of that soon. How do I prepare for a pageant during quarantine? What would you do? Yeah, I mean, quarantine's probably the best for preparation right now. I mean, you can take the time to really focus on yourself, learn everything there is to know about yourself. And I know that sounds funny, but when I was training with Natalie Glebova, Miss Universe 2005, she would always tell me to meditate and really understand yourself. You want to know what you're good at, what you're not good at, why you're the best candidate to win. You want to be good at public speaking. You want to be mentally healthy, physically healthy. So there's a lot of things you can do with just focusing on yourself that will really help you improve in pageantry. Besides that, you can't really go out or eat out or anything. So eating at home is definitely Eating at home is definitely helpful in eating healthy, because you can monitor everything you're putting in your body. At-home workouts might be challenging depending on your situation, but you can definitely find YouTube videos on that, on how to make that work. So there's definitely that. And interview questions. Watch previous years. You have a lot of time to watch TV, so watch previous Miss Universe, Miss USA's, Miss Philippines, any of those pageants that you can find online, and kind of just watch and learn, I'd say. Besides Miss Universe, what has been your favorite event or experience so far as Miss Universe Canada? Yeah, Miss Universe was definitely a highlight for me. But besides that, Oh, when I went to New York. I love big cities. They're my favorite. I used to live in Toronto, Ontario, so that was a great experience for me. And I got to go to New York probably a month before I competed at Miss Universe. And that was my first time being in New York, so that was amazing to see. When I arrived, I got to go to the Miss Universe office, so that was really cool to check out. Unfortunately, Miss USA and Miss Universe weren't in town when I was there, so I didn't get to see them, but I got to check out the office, which was cool. And then I did a photo shoot with Fadil and Isabel, who is a pretty well-known famous makeup artist. She got to do my makeup, so it was such a cool experience. The Fadil photos turned out amazing, and I'm sure you guys have seen them around because I can't stop posting them. So that was an awesome experience. And I went with my coaches, Guy and Miguel, and they took me to a drag show where I got pulled on stage and stuff. So it was a pretty cool experience. Definitely one of my favorite trips. What was your favorite part about competing at Miss Universe? I mean, just being at Miss Universe was a dream come true for me. Getting to wear that Canada sash across my chest was everything I could have imagined it to be. I think one of my favorite events was going to the Children's Hospital. There was about 8 of us girls chosen to do so. We got to bake cookies with them and decorate them. But at the hospital, they have Ryan Seacrest Studios, and myself, Miss Columbia, and Miss Singapore got to be on the radio show, and the radio show is broadcasted throughout the hospital. It gives the kids something to watch and look forward to every day. So we got to be on it and got to talk to some of the kids who are patients there at the hospital. So that was a really cool experience. Besides that was definitely my favorite event, but my favorite part about Miss Universe, well, pageants in that sense, is the production. I love the backstage production, the craziness, how the show runs, how long it takes, how much work puts into it, how many people are a part of it. I help out with local pageants, national pageants here in Canada, and seeing such a big production be run at Tyler Perry Studios and something that airs live on television that I've watched for so many years, it was cool to see the behind the scenes on how the show gets put together. So that was definitely another favorite part I love about pageants. What pageant made the biggest impact on where you are today? I mean, obviously winning Miss Universe Canada was a highlight of my pageant career. Every pageant I competed in definitely had an impact on my life, but the biggest one I would say was the first time I competed for Miss Universe Canada in 2014. I was 18 years old and I didn't place that year, and I think I just learned so much from being there and fell in love with pageantry that it really pushed me to one day want to win Miss Canada. And from that moment, I tried to do everything in my path to get here one day. So I'm so thankful for that experience because it really pushed me to follow my dream. What would you like to see change for pageants in Canada? I think, there's a lot that probably could change for the better. Pageants have just been such a great impact on my life and something I'm so thankful for. But something I would really like to change is the support system. From previous winners, fellow contestants, previous contestants, whether you've competed in a different organization, we are all part of Team Canada. It is such an honor to wear that Canadian sash, and for anyone who knows what I'm talking about, understands what I'm saying. I think it's so important that we all support each other, no matter what year you won, no matter what title you won, no matter even if you didn't win a title. We need the support from each other, and that's something I definitely want to work on changing for years to come, because support is one of the best things we can give each other, and I wish there was more of that here in Canada. What is something you learned that you didn't know before you won? Something I learned that I didn't know before. Being involved in pageants for so long, I think I had a good expectation of what was to come if I ever won, but honestly, you never really know till you experience it yourself. But now looking back, the biggest thing that I think I learned was every year is different. You can never compare your year to previous years. Pageants are always evolving and changing and moving in different directions, so you can never think that just because someone else had something or didn't have something that you're going to have that experience too. It will never be that way. It's new every single year. So my best advice in that sense is to just focus on your year. Don't worry about what happened in the past. Focus on what you want out of your year, how you're going to get there, and just work hard at it. Just worry about what you have in your year and what you can work with. Thank you so much for listening to my Q&A, and I hope you guys decide to join #UniverseUnited too.